What's up? I'm playing my Super World today. So I just released this last night. I shadow dropped it in the middle of the night. But I've been working on all these levels recently. And you can see my ID on screen right now. Let me move the camera so you can see it. There we go. My ID is right there. So it's right there. So if you want to play my Super World, go right there. V35 SX7 KBG. But this is supposed to, this is going to be more like a walkthrough of the world because I wanted to show it off because I think it's cool. This is going to have spoilers for the Super World, by the way, so if you don't want spoilers and you want to play it yourself, go play it yourself first. So this is the first world. And some of these a lot of these levels are brand new that I've made in the past few weeks, starting with this one.
All that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 2, 3. Is all that remains of a once powerful nation. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3.
Shit! Why did no one tell me my mic wasn't on? Sky, what the fuck? Aren't you watching? That's embarrassing. But basically, to explain what I've been going through so far, this is my super world that I've made, and I'm showing off all the levels that you'd be playing in order. Well, some of them. And the ID, you could see it earlier in the stream. I moved the camera, so you can see it there. Anyway, but the world, I decided to make it, like, based on... I decided to make it, like, themed. So, like, each world has a theme. So, like, World 1's theme... And these red coins, you can collect them to skip certain parts of the levels or get one-ups and things like that. But they're only in some levels. And then also, each level has a mid-boss in the middle. This is the World 3 mid-boss. And each level has a coupling boss at the end of it. Each world has a coupling boss at the end of it. And each world also has a theme to it. Especially in the latter two levels. You can see in the descriptions for them that these things, that the worlds are pretty simple. That the world is... that it makes it feel like an actual world instead of just a bunch of sequence levels hodgepodge together. And, like, for example, in World 2, the thought was that in the World 2-4 you drain an underground lake, and then in World 2-Castle, you find Wendy's sunken ship underneath it, and you have to explore it. And then in this world, the theme is skewers. So you'll find skewers all throughout the world, especially in Worlds 2, Levels 2, the Lost Woods, and where is it? The next level, which is Skewer Forest, which I won't be showing off, but you're like, oh, who put all these skewers here? So you get to the boss stage, so you get to the castle stage, and it's Roy's Lumberjack Lair, and it's like, oh, Roy was the one who put all the skewers. Roy was the one who put all the skewers in this world. So let's put a stop to that. Hey. So, I just made this for a red coin, but it's a neat jump, so I think I'll show it off anyway. It's very precise, though. And then here you see the factory that he set up. Use my... And you need to enter Roy's factory here. So you get up here, and then this level was originally a lot harder. And then you go to the boss, which is Roy, and this is actually a pretty fun boss because as long as you have the super mushroom, you can terraform the land to your surroundings. So there's a pretty simple cheese strat to just hide in a hole and only come out when you need to. And then after you beat Roy, you can easily just clear the level. Going back to World Maker here, because now we go to World 4, which is the Snow World, and these two levels I've already shown off on stream, so I'm not going to play them. But then we get to this one, which is Spike's Snowball Fight. And I had an entire level planned for this one, but instead I just decided to make it a simple fight and make it like, oh, he's challenging you to a fair fight. So this idea was stolen directly from Super Rubber Ross World. But I'm okay with that because this level is just really mad fun. Damn it. So you see, you gotta throw the snowballs back at the spike. And then once you do, you beat the level. But if you can't throw it back at the spike, and it hits one of these on-off blocks, like this, I think, then, oh, this blaster is gonna come and you're dead. So the next level I did was the fire department, and the theme behind this world is that the entire area is freezing over, and so this level is you bring in the fire department to get it to thaw all the ice in this world. So just use these frozen coins. This section is really hard, though. You gotta like ride this train all the way up, but like the piranha plants are slowly chipping away at the little platform space you do have. But then once you get up here, there's the skip door. And then here's the second part of the level, which is one of these. It's very reminiscent to the second part of Roy's Lumberjack Lair, except this time with ice blocks instead of brick blocks. And then once you get past that, you beat the level. So the next level you would play would be Lemmy's Slippery Sumo, which I've already shown off on stream, so I'm not going to show it. And it is the only boss level that I didn't specifically make for the Super World, so that's a really cool gimmick. And then we have this one. So the first level in this world is Clawful Climb, which I've already showed off. And then the next level is Psyche Taxi, which I am going to show off. So the thing behind this world is that the desert is being mechanized. So this is a new technology that they've created that'll let you drive through the desert. But the mechanization isn't all good, which you'll be seeing in the next level. But for now, you can just use it to your advantage here. Let's go. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put this Khepriprod car here. So once you get over here, you have this jump, and then you kind of have to like kite the car back, forth, back, forth. But that's only the first part of the level, because now you get to the second part. And then you're supposed to use the Khepriprod car, and then you get up here. And then you get up here, and this is the final part of the level where you just and that's just to check that you have the Khepriprod car with you. Then you beat the level. And one thing about this level is that it does not have any of the red coins. It is one of the only new levels that don't have red coins. So the next level you'd be playing would be Boom Boom Bunch Attacks, which is here. So this is a Boom Boom level. It's basically entirely centered around Boom Boom. But I also have the propeller suit because I didn't use that anywhere else in the Super World, and I think it's a cool power-up, so... But anyway, as you're going through this level, you notice more and more Boom Booms start chasing you. At this point, 2 of them would be chasing you. And now look, now there's 3. And there are ways to get up if you lose the propeller suit, but there are also ways, but the level is a lot easier if you have it. Then here is the checkpoint, and you also get another propeller suit here, because the boss against Boom Boom is this. There's a giant Boom Boom, but that's not the target you're aiming for. Essentially, you're trying to press each button, and then you kill the Boom Boom down there and get the key. And, oh, I didn't put a thing there, so I guess you get the 3 1-ups anyway, but whatever. But anyway, Boom Boom somehow cloned himself using the technology, and then that comes into play in this next level, Mechanical Invaders. Because this is when the technology of the world rears its ugly head. Because now we have this auto-scrolling level with a bunch of these Mecha Koopas. And then you get to the second part of the level, which is essentially now it's not an auto scroll and you can go as fast as you want to. There's a red coin here if you want it. And even if you get hit there, you can just run to the end. Alright, so the next level you'd be playing in the Super World, I believe, would be Morton's Mechanized Menace. And you see, Morton was behind all of the Mecha Koopas in the previous level, so now you have to stop him. This jump I thought is really cool, but you have to like, it's very tight. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's this jump. You know it, you love it. And anyway, you gotta hit it over to here. And then here's the first checkpoint. But the level isn't over. It's almost over though. Essentially, there's a bit more you gotta do. You just wall jump up here. Not do that. And then here's the boss fight. And the thing is, depending on the state of the on-off blocks, either one of two things will spawn. A Mecha Koopa, which can be used to throw at him, or a Monty Mole, which is generally useless and just gets in your way. But anyway, once you beat Morton, you beat the level. So then you get to World 6 here, and you've already seen all of these levels except the third and last, so I'm just going to show off those. The first one is Pom Pom Circus Catastrophe. Which is down here. It was one of the last levels I made. This jump I think is really cool. Because you kind of have to like jump and then uncat dive right there. And then this is another one of these, you have to uncat dive things. It's a lot harder though, so I'm just gonna skip past it. And then you have a simple fight against Pom Pom at the end, which I'm not gonna show because it's Pom Pom and it's boring. Moving on to World 7. Oh no, wait, we still have to show off. The next level you would play would be a simple one, but then you get to the next one, which is Ludwig's Ludwig Shmup Showdown. And it is your simple shoot 'em up style level. I'm actually not going to show most of it because it's a very long level. But you can see essentially the waves and waves of bullshit you have to go through. And then you get here, and then you fight the boss, which is Ludwig, which is also a shoot 'em up section. And the strategy for this boss is just form circles around him. And then you shoot him, and then you defeat him. So the next level you have to play is... So then you move on to World 7, and World 7 has a bunch of levels that you've seen before. Cannon Flight, there's this one, which is Mad Hatter, Kamek's Roller Coaster Ride, Cloudy Days. I actually do want to show off Cloudy Days and Kamek's Roller Coaster Ride. You haven't seen this one yet, but you have seen Cloudy Days, but I want to show it off anyway. Because I think this level is a lot of fun. It's very difficult, however. Fuck. But essentially, you see, and then you get here, and the red coin path is honestly easier in this level. And then you go through the pipe. And then I thought this was really cool. This was a really cool jump. Because you kind of have to, like... No, not on the pipe. You have to, like... Boom, 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 boom. And then jump on here. And then jump over that. And then finish on here. And then you get to the boss fight with Kamek, which is a pretty simple boss fight. The main gimmick is just you're sitting on this. So the next level you play is Cloudy Days, and I do want to show off that one because Cloudy Days is a really cool level. And the goal of the level is to reach the angry sun at the end of it. That's the story of it. This level is honestly probably the most difficult one in the Super World. Either this one or the next one. So you're supposed to grab one of these as you place the other one, but there's also a way to cheese it if you fail to grab both of them. It's just a very tight jump. And then you have this jump again, and then you get to the checkpoint. So and then see it's that jump again. But this time there's no ground to catch you at the end, so you kind of have to hope you end up in the right spot, and then you beat the level. So the course you play after that is another really fun course, which is Larry's Spiky Showdown. Spiky Station, sorry. And I thought this level was fun too. And then to get a red coin here, there's this very hard jump that you have to do. I would not recommend it. And then there's this. Then you gotta do bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And then you spin, you're supposed to spin there. And then you get to the boss fight against Larry, who is the final Koopaling boss. And this boss fight isn't the hardest, but the level surrounding it is very difficult, so that's why I placed it in the final world. In the second to last world. Then, so you beat Larry, and you're able to get the key and finish the level. So then you move on to World 8. And I'm going to be actually showing off all the levels in World 8, because World 8 has probably the coolest set of levels in the game. So this is essentially the layout. Actually, I'm only going to be showing off the first two and then the third one. But just know that, I'll explain them. So the first level you play in World 3 is Dash Block Blitz. And it's a speedrun type level. You only have 40 seconds to beat it. So here you kind of have to mash ground pound. And then there's this jump which is sadistic. Then this is just to make you lose this. And then you do that jump again and then beat the level. And then you finish off the level like this. And then if you finish it off just right, you should have 6 seconds left on the clock. So the next level in this world is Khepriprod, and oh boy, this level. This is kind of like a pseudo shell jump, but you don't have to jump on the shell you threw, which is nice of me. Then you have to go like that, and like that. And then this jump is really hard because you have to land in a precise spot on the thwomp for it to work as intended. And then going up this pipe will bring you to the checkpoint. And then finally you have this. You have this jump, and then you get up here, and there's one final jump, one of these, that you have to hit in order to reach the pipe. And then you have this section, which I just threw in there for funds. I just threw that in there for fun. So the next two world levels you play are a mini boss rush and then a boss rush. The mini boss rush obviously excludes Pom Pom, and it modifies thing, and it modifies the Porcupuffer boss, because there is no Porcupuffer or Pom Pom. And then there's also a bonus boss against Bowser Jr. at the end of it. Then the next level after that you play is the Koopaling's Final Stand, and they're back, but you don't know how because you beat them in the early levels. So when you get to the final level, you find out that Bowser was the one who brought back all the Koopalings, and he's done it again. And also, he's captured Yoshi, which is the entire story behind the world. So now you have to essentially run from Bowser. And the entire level is made out of blocks he can break. There are actually multiple ways to get through this section. You can either follow the thwomp or go up here. Depending on where Bowser is, will be the strategy that you'll want to go for. But the level isn't over, because now he's brought back all the Koopalings. Remember that? So you see him again. And they each have their own section, which is based off of their castle. So this is... Oh, and also in the boss rush stage, Wendy's fight is above water. So I made it slightly easier. I took out the fish bones and stuff. Then Morton utilizes these things. Then Ludwig uses these, and then finally you have a simple jump from Larry's castle. And then hey, here's Yoshi. And once you go through the door, there's the final boss against Bowser. And it's actually very anticlimactic, to be honest. But it's supposed to be like a more victorious thing than anything. Because the entire level is essentially the boss fight. And in this part, this is the part of you fighting back, because the entire level is you running from him, and now you lay on the pressure once you have Yoshi back. But that's essentially the super world, and I guess that's going to be the stream. If you want to play it yourself and play all of the levels in the order that they're meant to be played and do that, my ID is right here. Let me move my camera. It's right here. So you can go and play the level for yourself. Other than that, thank you all. Other than that, thank you all very much for watching the stream. I know the stream is out of the ordinary, but I wanted to show off the super world because I spent a lot of days on it. But thank you all for watching, and tomorrow I will be streaming again. I don't know what I'm going to stream. I don't know. You'll find out tomorrow. Alright, see ya.